What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing the Atlanta Hawks and how many games do I think this team will win this upcoming NBA season. Now, with the Hawks, they were a 500 team a season ago at 41-41, and I think that was just a lot of things going on with the team. You know, they did fire their coach, Nate McMillan, a year ago, which ultimately elected them to hire Quinn Snyder for the rest of the year. They traded in the offseason last year for Dejounte Murray, so you got to see what Murray and Trae Young look like during the course of the regular season. It was a lot of give and take, I would say. You saw it was a lot of things going on early on with the Atlanta Hawks. One being, was Trae Young going to be traded because him and Nate McMillan wasn't seeing eye to eye. There was talks about Trae not being on the team playing. It was a lot going on with Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks, but I guess everything went out to the wash. They elected to move forward with Young and Murray. Also with DeAndre Hunter, who I like a lot. I liked him since his days in college. Also, I believe is Boban. Is it Bohan Bogdanovic or Bo? I know they have Bogdanovic. I'm not sure exactly which one. I like him also. They still have Clint Capella, and I do like Archie. I believe his name is Archie Griffin. I like him. But one piece that I'm kind of on the fence about them trading, but I see why it was needed, was one being John Collins. His name was always in the rumor mill, always during trade deadlines and things like that. Was he going to stay? Were they going to keep him, et cetera, et cetera? They ultimately elected to trade John Collins to the Utah Jazz this past offseason. I believe what John Collins did early on in his career, he just never maximized on it. I think he's a great player, still athletic enough to get to the rim, dunk the basketball very well. But his jump shot and his rebounding is one thing that I feel like the Atlanta Hawks wanted to come along a lot quicker than it was, especially this past season. He had a lot of games where it was like he was missing in action, and I feel like to a player of his caliber, he played at a school like Wake Forest. I think the Atlanta Hawks were looking for somebody that they can lean on a little more when either Young isn't going or Hunter is out being injured and things like that. We know we cannot count on Clint Capella to score, so he's more of a rebounder, rim protector. So John Collins has to be that other option offensively, and I feel like the Atlanta Hawks just didn't get that out of John Collins, so that's what elected them to trade him. Now, being in the Eastern Conference, where will the Hawks fall at, this upcoming season? We could talk about the heavy hitters in the East, but I still think the Hawks have a ways to go to get past teams like New York, get past teams like Cleveland. Even before we even start discussing the Milwaukees, the Miamis, the Philadelphias, the Bostons, things like that, I still see the Atlanta Hawks have ways to go. Now, granted, this is a franchise that isn't too far removed from appearing in the Eastern Conference Finals a few years ago. Now, we can't forget that. Now, of course, their roster was a lot different, but we can't forget that this team, along with Trae Young, was still in the Eastern Conference Finals not too long ago. I still feel like they have, a few pieces to get. I cannot forget they still do have Sadiq Bey, but I still feel like they have a few pieces to the puzzle before they can ultimately get back to at least some semblance of a deep playoff run and, maybe a return to the Eastern Conference Finals. Who knows how this thing will go for the Hawks. Now, getting into their record this year, They were a 41-41 NBA team a year ago. I see them falling off a little bit. I see them winning 38 games. I see them being a plus 30 win team. I see them winning 38 games this upcoming NBA season. I could be wrong, but I don't see a scenario where, unless, now this is barring injuries or everybody being healthy and things like that. Of course, I don't know what their starting five will look like, but of course you'll have Young, Murray, Bay, Hunter, and Capella out there. I'm thinking that would or should be the five. It's a formidable five, but again, like I said, going against the other teams in the Eastern Conference, they could be a play-in team, but that is yet to be seen. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, Atlanta Hawks fans, NBA fans, or if this is just your first time tuning into this channel. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I catch you guys on the next video.